Hello, I'm RetroJules. RIKITIKITAVE on PS4 is running his first competition to win a tank. It's a Wojtek Tier 6 Polish Panther, and I just wanted to give him a little helping hand in getting some exposure and also give you guys the chance to win the tank yourselves. So if you're interested in winning the Wojtek, please go over to Ricky's video, give it a like, make sure you subscribe because you're not going to win it if you're not a subscriber, and drop a message down below on his video for your chance to win the tank. And of course, if you want to leave a message for me down in the comments below just to say hello, then that's absolutely fine. In fact, you could say hello. And I'll now hand over to Ricky.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing and giving away to one lucky subscriber the Tier 6 Medium Wojtek Panther. If you're interested in getting your hands on this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright, I'm going to give you a little backstory in this one before we get to the specifics of the Wojtek. My favourite tank of all time is the Panther, and over the years I've been collecting as many in-game variants as I can. The next one I'll be adding to my collection will be the Crafts Panther this coming Halloween, and I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that one. Given I have quite a few, I have decided to record some footage of each sitting in my garage, and during my editing of this video I noticed that the Britannia French Premium Panther is geometrically smaller than all of the other Panther models in the game. Why? I have no idea really. That's a question I'll have to ask Wargaming. But for now, let's take a look at the Wojtek. As previously mentioned, the Wojtek is a Tier 6 Premium. This differs slightly from the Tech Tree Panther and some of the other Premium Panthers which are at Tier 7. The Tier 6 Premium Panthers in the game are the Britannia, Poodle and Wojtek. So how does the Wojtek stack up against its counterparts? Well, to make this easier, I have compiled this colour-coded table with all of the important stats we need to know about. The mustardy yellow looking colour denotes all the stats that are the same across all three vehicles. Red denotes the stats that are worse, and green denotes the stats that are better. Now, you will notice that there is only one column that has green, yellow and no red in it. And yep, it's the Wojtek. Good news if you want the best Tier 6 Premium Panther in the game. Not so good if you've just bought the new French Panther. So, what is the Wojtek like to play? Let's take a look at some gameplay and discuss its pros and cons. And so here we are. The closest Tech Tree tank to the Wojtek at Tier 6 is in fact the Panther at Tier 7. Essentially what we're looking at here is a short-barreled version of the Panther, just one tier down. With that said, you're probably wondering, are there any major differences between the Wojtek and the Panther at Tier 7? Well, the answer is yes, but they're really just balancing changes. The armour thickness has been reduced for Tier 6 and the engine horsepower has also been reduced, but these are things that I think are to be expected when you drop a tank from one tier to another. The important thing to note though about the armour is that the gun mantlet thickness does not change between this Tier 6 and the Tier 7, and I think that is one of the major advantages this tank has over its Tier 7 counterpart. So essentially, what we're looking at here is the same recipe as the Tier 7, it's just one tier down, and I think that makes for, in my opinion, I think that makes for a great tanking experience. Now, I am aware that I have stated my particular fondness for the Panther, and I may be looking at this one through rose-tinted glasses. It is not a perfect tank by any means. It certainly has its weaknesses. You have to play it as a support tank if you want to survive and keep your hit points. You cannot be on the front lines and expect to do huge amounts of damage, bouncing every single shot that comes your way. I think that the best practice for the Wojtek, as with the Panther, is to sit back and let others be the focus of enemy fire. That was exactly what I was trying to do here. I've got the Oni ahead of me, and I was hoping that the 3 enemy vehicles up ahead of me would, you know, storm around the corner and focus fire him, but unfortunately they were insistent on looking my way. But the idea is to have friendly vehicles in between yourself and the enemy. What you're going to see here is an example of what happens when you don't keep friendly vehicles between yourself and the enemy. I'm putting shots in at that Chaffee, and I should have been paying more attention, but I was sitting side on. The Chaffee is tier 5, he's gone, but what you'll notice is further down there's that M4 just there. He's having no problem whatsoever going through the front of my tank. And that is a prime example of what can happen if you sit out in the open and let yourself get shot in this thing. It's also a very good example of how not to play this tank. And this is an example of what can happen when you do play this tank correctly. This should also give you an idea of the rapid rate of fire that the Wojtek has. Something else that I would recommend you do with the rapid rate of fire is use it to permatrack enemy targets. This is a great way to earn assisted damage and is also another good way of boosting your overall damage standings. In my opinion, the Wojtek is a great balance between armor, firepower and maneuverability. It comes with a 30% XP boost and a 25% silver boost, which is standard for tier 6 premiums. And so there you have it. That is the Wojtek. Alright, now for the fun part. If you are interested in the chance to win a code that will unlock this tank for your garage, all you need to do is hit that subscribe button and leave a comment with your console tanking gamertag. The winner will be chosen at random on September 13th at 9 AM GMT. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you're all still keeping safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.